can't fool me again. You can't fool me again. You hold me down for a very long time. Can't buy sugar, we can't buy lime. Can't buy scallion, we can't buy time. You can't fool me again. Can't fool me again. You can't fool me again. Hold me down for a very long time. Can't buy sugar, we can't buy lime. You touch up line and a resort to crime. You can't fool me again.
What we gonna eat no money, what we at you, it no at you. Covid money, miss away in the your little rat you. Use the youth, them money, waste a must a man to statue. Say me like a catch you, but bigger than a figure you. Take the spit of money, gal and say that it's not you. One day the man above end up in my got a bet. Too much it in the kitchen, some a fly by like a patu. My singers and DJs and social media's coming at you.
It burn me.
300% raise.
It burn me.
Garbage pile of the day.
It burn me.
Give the teacher them raise.
It burn me.
I see corruption face.
It burn me.
Mash down the people them house.
It burn me.
Every day appear arms out.
It burn me.
Appear money them a thief.
It burn me.
And them a sell out the beach.
Can't fool me again. You can't fool me again. You hold me down for a very long time. Can't buy sugar, we can't buy lime. Can't buy scallion, we can't buy time. You can't fool me again. Can't fool me again. You can't fool me again. You hold me down for a very long time. Can't buy sugar, we can't buy lime. You touch up line and a resort to crime. You can't fool me again.
For me say big up all the charities and all of the givers. Some a go like say them powerful, me no make a bigger. The urgent the promises, none of them not deliver. Cut up the youth, they rap and they down in our fever. Member bowl honey and they lie them tell. Corruption smell and they pocket them swell. When police don't a market like Satan out of hell, go mash up people start like thief when them sell.
It burn me.
Or they treat the market man.
It burn me.
Or them a treat the cat man.
It burn me.
Or they treat the peanut man.
It burn me.
Or them a treat the dirt man.
It burn me.
Or them a treat the son man.
It burn me.
Or them a treat policeman.
It burn me.
How them a treat soldier man.
It burn me.
How them a treat everyone.
Can't fool me again. You can't fool me again. You hold me down for a very long time. Can't buy sugar, we can't buy lime. Can't buy scallion, we can't buy time. You can't fool me again.
Stevie dim day. We in Global TV says certain kind of friend we no keep. And some informer friend we love like we in Global. Bona fake friend and bona tape. We in Global. We not promote them. We not support them. Look at them on the cheek. Come here represent for we in Global TV. Check it.
3 presidential race, 2 impeachment, 2 assassination attempts. The pussy-grabbing, lying, mad, misogynistic President Donald Trump is back. Love him though, America, or hate him, he is your president for the next 4 years. The question to ask this morning in the Jamaica political spheres: does the return of Donald Trump legitimize the return of Marissa Dalrymple Filbert? The bulldog America has really returned to her vomit. The political true trial of Donald Trump has really revived the dead politics of Donald Trump. It has really brought him back. It has also crushed the Dems and the dark world. Control of the Supreme Court, control of the Senate, and possibly gain control of the representative. It's a Trumpianism all the way. Elon Tusk might be entering America's executive politics. Thanks to you, the voters of America, we have just scaled back from World War III. Good morning to everyone and welcome. Thank you for joining us this morning. I know a lot of people is not fancied by the Don returning, but whoever is America's president, one thing you must all and should all know, that America's foreign policy is relevant to whatever happens in your country. To my community of party and all my family members, platform moderators, membership holders, viewers, subscribers, commenters, and trolls, good morning and welcome. Debbie Jervis TV, good morning, good afternoon. RJ, Marcia Thomas, Conjugal 84, Real Sweet, Michelle Lewis Wilson, Don Mel, Beat and Teach, Sharon Bernard. Morning, morning, all, and welcome, bros. Christine Gilbert, Adolph Dunham, Perspective Power, Agency Driver 5, Sadie Dunn, Ladybug, Chanel Williams, Jacqueline Brooks. Good morning, all. Good morning. Thank you for joining us, Vernon Adams. I know a lot of you don't like to hear about Donald Trump, but he will be the president of America come January for the next 4 years. And the world foreign policy depends on the move that Donald Trump make. Will we have a scale down of these useless wars? Are we gonna have more Russiagate scandal? It's the Russians who interfered in our election. One thing we can assume, though, the Don has won the election. So there will be a peaceful transition, unlike what we saw January 6, 2021 in the Capitol building. So for me, I know a lot of people don't have that perspective, but I honestly do believe we have been pulled back from World War III. If Kamala Harris was elected, she would be one of the biggest bonfire in this world that we live in today. And I think we have had enough of the war, and we want the wars to scale down. I do believe President Trump will put effort into scaling down the disastrous killing of children. I hope Donald Trump can also investigate Dr. Fauci and Bill Gates for the period of the lockdown and the so-and-so, and make sure those culprits go to prison. Just like how them put Donald Trump on trial. So I'm not asking him to use the justice system unnecessary against them, but Bill Gates and Dr. Fauci ought to be investigated. Biden must have fret you now. Biden must have fret right now. I know Rosemary Samuels, but the mainstream corrupt media, when they realize this morning, in the foreign England time, when all of them realize Kamala ain't going to cross it, they all went into silence. Especially from Kamala, send message say she will address the nation tomorrow morning. And them here say Trump and him way to him headquarters in Florida. They all went silent and flat. I mean, the guy after being tried, the guy after Sharon Powell, how are you? After the Capitol riot, January 2021, the guy was politically dead, Georgia Dennis. And you, the Dems, use the justice system unnecessarily against him. Something that you could also have used the justice system on Bill Clinton. You could have used the justice system on President Biden. You refuse to do so. But you weaponize the justice system against Donald Trump, which, if this happened in China or America, the rest of the world year would ring with the bell that America run around the world and ring about the democracy and the prosecution of political activism. But in this modern day, we've seen where America has weaponized justice against their political opponent. And what it does, America, is return Donald Trump with a higher majority, popular vote, more electoral college vote, with control of the Senate, control of of a conservative Supreme Court. You've made Donald Trump stronger. You have made Donald Trump stronger. The question this morning, though, is, does the return of Donald Trump, the office of the American president, is seen as the highest political office in the world? One would always look to the American highest political office for legitimacy and guidance. Does the return of Donald Trump legitimize the return of Marisol Dalrymple Filbert? Because it's a precedent. We have to use precedents, isn't it? If we have to argue on precedents, does the return of Donald Trump legitimize the return of Marisol Dalrymple Filbert? White similarity in the space of precedents. Donald Trump is before the court. Donald Trump would be awaiting sentencing without the court blocked it while the presidential race was going on. It is quite similar in the Marisol Dalrymple Filbert situation, where she's waiting for an outcome from the court. And while Donald Trump was waiting for an outcome, or he may have contested and blocked the outcome, it has made him stronger, and it mirrors the Marisol Dalrymple Filbert issue. In fact, in the facts of the two cases are different. That's where it differs in precedence. But the standard it sets, it's quite similar. One could say Donald Trump is before the court and Donald Trump re-entered the race and won. So it legitimizes Marisol Dalrymple Filbert coming back. It's just the ruckus of politics. Cousin Marina, how you do? Linval, Kunta, Simone, morning. Legitimizes the argument that the JLP are pushing. And I'm sure, Jason Kane, you're going to hear the JLP running around and said, if Donald Trump can return after so much conviction, Marisol Dalrymple Filbert, who is on trial, can surely return by the standard set by Donald Trump. And it possibly paved the way for Roel Reed to return in the next general election. Let us see, Sharon Peart, what conference will bring us. If conference will bring us any new announcement that will shock us, or if we will have any more Integrity Commission report being tabled. But, veteran, how you do? The island is saturated with water. Of course, there have been a lot of rain dropped on the island. But, cut 1 minute. Congratulations to our very own Commissioner Joy. Commissioner Joy has been re-elected for West Park. Congratulations. You have done your work and you were re-elected based on the work that you do for the people. So once again, Commissioner Joy, congratulations on being re-elected. The nation is saturated with water. The issue, though, it's not only because we have heavy rainfall. The mass problem is drain blockage across the country. Clyde Green, Derek Sangster, roll call. You're going to have problem in parity. If you don't, go unblock the drain them, Clyde Green. Derek Sangster know which one because Derek Sangster sold that land and Derek Sangster caused the blockage. The water need to be removed from the community, Clyde Green. We have sea to send the water go. And because uno block up with drainage and with culvert because uno sell it to no friend them for develop, you're going to have problem. So you and Derek Sangster need to go over there with machine and make sure uno clean the drain down a salt pan to lead that particular one to lead the water out of the community. Otherwise, Clyde Green, you are going to have problem. You can't say you weren't being warned. Can't say we never warned you, Clyde Green. Michael Baker, good morning. Can't say Clyde Green wasn't warned that the drain where you and Derek Sangster and Tufton block up, it need to be cleared, Miranda Radog. Otherwise, the community will have to take action against you, Mr. Green, all the way up to the polls, Norman Ferguson. The problem with this water saturation across the country, a lot is to do with the lack of cleaning and maintenance of our drains and our gullyways. Jamaicans, you are all responsible as well. Wanna walk and throw down everything a road, throw down everything a roadside, throw down everything a river and so on. You are a major part of the problem, Jamaica. Violet Watson, Wayne Evans, Colin Richards. You, Jamaica, are a part of the problem who litter things just here and there. But Angela Brown-Burke, you and the KSMC is a part of the problem on Oakland Drive. Angela, I get worse. Look at Angela. Look, since the rainfall, Angela, it get worse. And roads after roads all across the country is telling us, I will get to that in a bit. Hey, Angela, see there. Angela Brown-Burke. See your road there, see your wet up pole and water hole them there, Angela. The last time we see it, it did dry. Now it wet up and full of water. But I mean, nobody knows say something to do to that road there because not only Young DT World Wagwan, long time no see, not only that it a mash up people car, but it just not look good. In a St. Andrew, enough it happen nowhere in Jamaica, but this is St. Andrew we are talking about, you know. It may be lower St. Andrew and not upper. But come on, KSMC and Angela Brownberg. Abenasa Cody. Morning. Wagwan. This cannot continue. It's a road that people use. It's a major road. It's a busy road. Angela Brownberg, you need to make representation in a parliament and to the KSMC. It's making you look bad. Are you are the councillor, you people are you are the MP? Are you people are going to reach out to? Jamaicans stop walk and just dash everything on roadside. So we can't want a clean society and we walk and just drop and dash with everything. The young DT said drive around there with it and it not pretty. You have a part in this Jamaicans wanna just walk and drop things and dash things anywhere. We don't have to take care of our country more. And the government and the state and the local government, which had a duty for clean drain, repatch and resurface road, and collect garbage, you're all not doing your job. That's why the country looks so in a state. Little rain fall, it just draw garbage from here, so go car there, so. And it just broke out the little road them where I just piss on a piss pan the road them and roll pan it. This is why our roads are in this condition. Look at this other one. A pothole, this a man car stuck in a, you know. A deep pothole deep, so you know. Man car stuck in a pothole. Because you see, as the heavy rain come and the water movement, it wash away the little soft mall that's there.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Come on. Hey, what up to
Where the man face this now?
Backward, go backward. Yeah.
And which one again? Quite a few of them across the country.
We have seen in the past, probably 30 seconds, the water has been rising rapidly. Persons are relocating. I've seen where several youngsters have taken their blankets, and we're talking children now, have taken their blankets and have been moving to higher ground. We have seen where people moving their bikes and moving out their items because of the water. I just want to use this opportunity to speak to the people of Westmoreland Western and ask them to stay safe. I've seen where things can change rapidly within seconds, happening right here, and for persons to try as best to stay inside, because I've seen several broken down trees and tree limbs, and I've seen where there has been some flash flood in certain sections of the constituency.
And another one.
Associate Barnes and MP Caretaker, Southeast Clarendon. I'm still in the vicinity of the Alley Bridge, which the Ryabina would have run under. It's really high forded, and as it's now, this bridge now is impassable because there are several debris which block the entrance of the bridge. So I'm advising the motoring public to avoid the Alley Bridge at this time because it is now impassable to traverse. I think very soon the access will be restricted because there is a gate that should be locked to prevent the motoring public from entering this section. So I just want to appeal to the motoring public to avoid the Alley Bridge at this time.
Right. I want to talk to the Prime Minister about two things. This is in the form of advice, Prime Minister. One, we need to do a drain upgrading program as well as cleaning across the country with a policy to maintain on a regular basis. But what is more so needed is a revisit of how our roadways are structured. We cannot, in our zone where we live in a hurricane zone, rain zone, and all of the hurricane and all of those type of disaster, we need to restructure how we build road. Our roads are not built to withstand even vehicle traveling on them because when you fix them today, rainfall tomorrow, and a vehicle go on it, pothole create. More rainfall, more vehicle, it broke out and it turned a crater. We need to restructure how we surface our roads. They will last us longer if we restructure them in a better way to work. One of the things that we also need to do, because we see land slippage is becoming more and more prevalent. We don't build roadways where they along hillside. We should know say along the hillside we ought to have a reinforcement wall that minimize the effect of a land slippage. The St. Thomas new carpet. Oh God, I'm not having a studio, but somebody send it to me. Hold on there. Beat and teach. Make I get it in a studio quickly. Cause the St. Thomas new carpet and a fan thing they hit a broke off from a fan buried hit that broke off in it. Hold on there, let me look. It in my phone somewhere. The broke off St. Thomas piece. Yes, hold on. Hold on. Me send it to my library beat me my library beat and teach. Hopefully it should come into my library soon when I can bring it up. But based on what we are seeing, our roads are not built to withstand anything. Thereby, we need to revisit the way how we restructure road. Prime Minister, you're 2 years older than me, so you must remember a lot of what me remember. Remember after Gilbert, there was, even though not properly observed still sometime, there was a review of our building regulation, and tighter building regulation were passed how our roofs are to be hurricane proof when we are put up structure. we need to do that similar approach to how we build our roads. Because them something what we are called road, Prime Minister. God know you can't go walk and talk amongst people when normally travel upon a road. I mean, if you want to talk about craters and mud chuck and them something there, then we will understand where you talk, say. But if you don't go call a road, we not see anything road of this sort, because all them nice fancy road yeah, where you just build, where just pop off and drop off. So
Here. And we're here. And oh my God. Oh my flipping God, brother. Under the hollow dog. Oh my God, man. This is the new road.
believe you me, if them glue down file paper for we drive and walk pan, it wouldn't serve longer. Jamaica roads need to be concrete before asphalt. We have enough money to waste when it's about politicians stealing and misappropriating the country's money. Jamaica roads, especially those along hillside and gully, they need proper reinforcement walls and columns. Our roads need to be concreted before asphalt. So that soft layer of mud, we're under it. What go on, Karen? That soft layer of mud, we're under the road. It will hold firmer with rain and vehicle if you concrete the roads before you asphalt them. The little source of mall, I mean, we must move away from the using of mall galangin now. For me come a foreign and see road a fix. Me never see mall involved yet. It's always grit and tar. What we call it tarmac over here. The use of malls on our roadways in Jamaica, them something they outdated. We live in a rain zone, we live in an earthquake zone, we live in a hurricane zone. We need firmer infrastructure when it comes to our roads. Done with the mall galangin. We need to lay concrete before we lay asphalt. And I guarantee you, we'll have a firmer, long-lasting structure of roadway if we don't follow that advice. Hero bottom. Using mall, then after putting such a thin layer of concrete, where we have a lot of heavy vehicle in Jamaica, we have a lot of mall and sand truck, we run through a lot of the rural roads then, Marjorie Mullins. That as soon as a road fix and rain fall and one of those vehicles move on it, the road is damaged again. Because it's a thinly layer of asphalt, pan soft mall, and top of soft dot. Come on now. You mean to say nobody in a government or nobody in the works agency can't think? Shauna Smith, how you do? You mean say in a modern day, nobody can look and see the mall where we are used Spanway Road, it's an outdated thing. and it's something where we should use. But then we just come and maul your road and left it so, and then create a lot of asthma and respiratory problem from the dust where people have to interact with on a daily basis. Why are we still using maul on our roadways? Lobby for concrete roads, Jamaica. But then them are going to tell you, say, oh, we have to exercise fiscal prudence. Those are too expensive. But when money not expensive, one of the take and squander it though. We don't even have sidewalk for walk, and we have to adjust down in a bush when vehicle pass way. A lot of we road them don't even fit enough for two vehicles pass one another. We need to restructure. This is by design. Me know beat and teach, but me have to tell them, so we fed up at it now, we grow out of it now, and we know say it is a plot, but we wake up and we are telling us that no, we're not having it. We're not allowing us to waste with money when we could do better for we. We can waste so much on the things, the nonsense we don't want to waste it on. When it comes to wasting money, it's billions and billions of it. Favor couldn't give an account for about 700 billion at Ministry of Education. But Favor left gone over Ministry of Finance can handle the country's money. When Favor couldn't even handle the money, we want to gear over Ministry of Education. She's still gone over Ministry of Finance, though, gonna handle the country's money, because the Prime Minister said all you need to do to be is a good disciple to his fiscal policy, as he calls it. So I'm not hope for the country on the economic front. If you can send somebody who can account for a purse and you give them the chis, them couldn't account for the purse, but you give them the safe, the whole. Make it make sense, Prime Minister. But then again, the whole are not have money woes, so we don't expect any to kick against one another when it come to money. We need to vote against kickbacks. We need to stand up against kickbacks in Jamaica and make sure say the money we are spend with tax money we are spend, the government spend it wisely in our country. 2024, mal not for use pan road. We have had enough experience now for sure say the mal is the problem in pothole creation and road damages. The mal is the problem. The amount of money we want to thief and we out of so-called fixing road, and we still, over the last 50 years, don't have road for walk pan. Because if the road at St. Thomas never bust, we wouldn't see say a carpet you lay down and I call it road. There's nothing under there. Nothing under there, just so soft mud so. No reinforcement. And then you want us to be happy. Then you want us to say that the country is doing fine. You want us to believe that this government has brought us prosperity. When so the government piss on the road them, I saw the road them bust up right in front of the government before him pull back up in zip. The government promised with 40 billion from last year November, and we don't see nothing start do yet. The government promised with 3 billion since burial. Nesta said he clean up the fixing soon start. We don't hear nothing about Tri Bridge. See part of Juliet Catburn Finn pop down. Part of Angela Brownberg dig up. We don't have a place to walk. The drains across the country are all blocked. The amount of water sitting across Jamaica at the moment, it wouldn't necessarily be so if our drains were cleared. When you walk and drop things everywhere Jamaican, when you throw everything over fence or over gully, over riverside, Jamaicans, you know the bigger part of the problem, you know. Because you know cast the litter, and the government cast the litter. And the government I walk and throw things in a gully. It's uno same Jamaicans. And no same one turn road and I cry to government say, uno not clean the gullies. Why you don't stop throw your mess in the gully? Hmm? You want the gully to stay clean. Of course, we pay them to clean and maintain it. Empress Deb, how are you? Hero Batham. We pay them to clean and maintain it. But it no means that you the people of Jamaica fit take make a rubbish pathway where everything on a throw over fence and over gully, everything on a drop a road carelessly so, out on a hand, on a name something on a just drop it so, and then on a want a clean society. Like the rest of the world, Jamaica, you have to take responsibility also. Like the rest of the world, you have to take responsibility also. You can't expect government to babysit you. And the government a litter the country. Government might not be doing their job by cleaning it up effectively. Government may need to collect rubbish on a more regular basis. But you, the people, are the one who are littering the country. If you go in a most markets in Jamaica, there's a drain blockage because there's always one stinking water in every market. There's always a water problem in every market because drain block everywhere. Parish council for the last 50 years has not been doing their job. Parish council for the last 50 years have not been doing their job. That's why our roads are in the conditions they're in. That's why our drains are in the conditions they're in. But you, the people of Jamaica, contribute to the state of those drains as well. Because we don't just litter the country with rubbish, so. And the government walk and litter the country, you know. We walk and litter the country. The government may not send rubbish truck often enough. The government may not collect the rubbish when them fi collect it. But at the end of the day, you, the people of Jamaica, have to stop walk and litter Jamaica if you don't want a cleaner Jamaica. If you don't want no gullies and drain to be clean, you don't have to stop walk and throw things the roadside. And local government must do the job what we pay them for and do it effectively. For too long, local government have left us walking on mud track, have left us walking in pothole for decades after decades. Not even the road, the debushing of our roadways, them not able to do anymore. Kabusha meet bush. A lot of our communities, bush from over the side of the road, they meet bush over the side of the road there. Because debushing, not even debushing I do anymore. The country just left thrown up reckless, so if tourists not drive past there, nobody not care about it. If tourists not drive past there, Nobody know about it, and nobody no care about it. Because ongo where tourists go, proper development go into. Them for start do it, Shana, them for start find people for littering. If you drop even a cigarette butt in England, you can get fined for it. Hmm? If you drop a cigarette butt, people still litter, you know, at their own risk. But if you drop a cigarette butt and an officer see you, you can get fined for it. And I think it's time for Jamaica to start fine people for litter, because it's getting worse and worse across the country. Thanks, Wayne Evans. Later. Kamala hide. Kamala, time come. Kamala to see the Kamala sent out message last night, so she will adjust the nation this morning. Remember, so she have to wake and drink cup of coffee and make sense of what go on before she respond to anything. So I doubt you will see anything from Kamala before 10 o'clock US time, but she's gonna have to come out and concede at any point. But see the OUR say them youth utilities mobilize as Storm Raphael brings flood and landslide. And then the same OUR raised concern over massive spike in JPS outage. So that after the storm, after the tropical storm, them said that heavy rains, flooding, delayed JPS power restoration after Storm Raphael. So let's see if JPS Darrell and OUR is going to get into a restoration bangarang again. And it looked like land slippage is becoming more prevalent, because we did have a land slippage after one of them earthquake where there was some big stone rolled down somewhere in St. Andrew, isn't it? So this is something, as I said to the Prime Minister, with roads, building our roadway infrastructure, we can build them more sensible to prevent or minimize certain things what we are going through at the moment. So Dana Dixon says schools, those who possibly can, should resume class today. So Mr. Anderson is urging the Ministry of Education to address educator retention crisis. Basically, he's talking about our educators that have been leaving the countries in their droves. We're training them, but we cannot retain them because the working conditions in the schools, Dorothy, the working conditions in the schools, as well as the pay grade of our teachers, is allowing a lot of our teachers to run out of the system. So we are training them, but we're not able to retain them because, like Nigel Clark, they want greener pastures. Like Nigel Clark, they are entitled, Eve Chin, to pursue greener pastures. So when Mr. Anderson's asking the ministry to address the issue, Dana, if you are not aware, Gloria Morris, how you doing? He's saying to you that you must address the pay and working condition issue. That is what is causing the retention problem. That is the major issue. with retaining our teachers. It's about dealing with the remuneration as well as the working conditions. So that's something for you to focus on, Marcia Thomas, real sweet, Miss Dixon, is to make sure you stop the brain drain of our teachers. And you can only do that, Miss Dixon, by making sure that the issue of pay and working condition is dealt with. Trust me, you need to get on top of that. The money won't now go take for employ teachers here, there, and everywhere to fill the gap. Jamaican teachers need a livable wage to survive on. Mayor Mats, I will name again Mayor Thompson. The town of Port Antonio, Mayor Thompson, is a trash pit just like Darrell Vaz and Ann Vaz, who you are only there for to secure kickback money for Ann Vaz. Mayor Thompson. Money where you can't even check. Because all when you fit divide $10 by 2 people, Mayor Mats. Huge problem. Massive problem. So what we're asking is that you clean up Port Antonio. Remember, we're going to want it to use Sunday. We're going to use Port Antonio Sunday. So whether you want to clean it or not, it need to clean. And that will pay you for. You were mayor for how much years? About 8 years or whatever? About 8 years or so. Because in 2016, local government never happened again until such a long. And the town of Port Antonio is in a mess, Mayor Mats. But then again, you're going to have to go check on your finger how to respond, isn't it?
Could you repeat what you were saying?
Mr. McKenzie is suggesting that there's a certain level of partisanry on the part of how you allocate certain benefits at the municipal level.
Mr. McKenzie cannot come to this on this platform and say anything like that. What I have done is what he was practicing when he was the mayor. When he was the mayor and he gets the funding from the ministry, he shares it in a 50, 100% basis. He gives the JLP 50% and they take 100%. And it is evident right now that is exactly what I'm doing.
Hold on. That math's not sound right. If you get $100 million, him take 100% and give the PNP 50?
Get half of it.
No, that's not no. Something
that's what he was doing.
No, but you can't have 150% or something, sir. How much would he take and how much would he give the PNP?
If he gets $10 to share for the council,
yes.
If the PMP would get 100 or $50 out of the $10, and his JLP will get $25.
But hold on, Mr. Mayor.
Yes.
Arithmetic not right. Him get $10. Him get $10.
Let me break it.
Yes, so you get $10 for spend, right? Total.
And the JLP get $5.
50%, yes?
Yes.
And the PNP and the JLP and the PNP would get how much?
The PNP gets, whenever time the PNP gets any money, whether $20 or $10, if they get $20, the JLP get $10.
Oh, so
if they get $10, the JLP get $5.
So it's 50-50 share it?
Right.
Oh.
So, that man you ask Beat and Teach to clean up the town. Given say, him going to have to figure out pan him finger them how much money it will cost to clean up the town. You think that's going to be an easy task, Beat and Teach? Me know the town want to clean up. But you think him going to be able to work out how much money it costs to do the cleanup? Careful wanna ask. I beg you. Careful what you asking for. When I made just, but that's to stay. He was not elected, was Mackenzie was a mayor. Lord Jesus. Beat and Teach, leave Mayor Mats alone. Mayor Mats what you call all rounder dunce. You know, like me with dunce with numbers. But you can't fool me when it come to lip service. Or you can't fool me when it come to context, innuendos, or inferences. Mayor Mats is what you call an all-round fool. Any angle you look at him from, Mayor Mats is a dunce fool. Because when he tell Cliff say, all right, let me break it down for you, it get even worse for him. To break down $10, you know. To share $10 for two people. Him struggle. This is the man that you're asking to clean up a whole town. It's not cheap, not free to clean up a whole town. So, careful what you're wishing for. But sometimes it doesn't make no sense asking the people of Jamaica to lobby their leaders. Because I don't think Jamaicans understand what lobbying your political leaders means and how effective it is getting policies that support you implemented. When you just leave it up so, the politicians and them few big friends up there make all of the decision. All the decisions are made around you, above you, and none that really supports you. Because you're not having that conversation with them. So them not really take you into consideration when they're writing policies. Them take them big friend them into consideration, like the private investors and those at the PSOJ, who would tell them, say, look here, man, this business, if you do that policy, it can improve business and more, or we can make money out of it. And that them are going to do. Because you, the people, are not engaged, Lawrence Wood. You, the people, are not engaged. Jamaican politicians are some of the most unworked politicians. Them not do nothing. Them can come there for a whole 4-8 years and walk off without a track record. All right, look at Marsha Smith. Marsha Smith was there for what? 4 years? Marsha Smith came in what? 2018 or 2020 Marsha Smith came in, wasn't it? Or 2018? However long Marsha was there. What is Marsha's track record? Rhoda has been there since, I think, 2020. What is Rhoda's track record? What is Currencia's track record? So a lot of these people are there, but they have done nothing because the people don't really care if them do anything or not. If the people are not going through a personal struggle, they don't reach out to their politician. Jamaica have an attitude of we will cut and go through, or we will grunt and bear it. That's how we politicians them treat we. That's why none of the promises they make to us on election campaign really matters or really are followed up on. Because even when we, as a people, remember their promises, We don't hold them to it, or we don't force them to implement it. We continuously allow them to get away with these things. That's why they don't do anything for us, because they know none of us are going to hold them to account. We just have got keep silence, cut and go through and go on, and wait for the next election so we can go there and give them more support again. And that's all we do, you know. That is all we do. We need to be more politically aware and more politically engaged. Learn the game, Jamaica. Politics is a game. Look how the game has played out for Donald Trump. Most of you, even though I have been saying it, Donald Trump is going to return. Wanna think me mad, but no, I just understand the game. And when you understand the game, you can read the long shot of it. You can read the mood of the people. You can read the mood of the press. You can read the mood of even the dark state, the deep state, where you're not aware of or you don't know. Because you understand the game. You know it's a game. You don't view their reality as your reality. We need to come out of the matrix. We've been sleeping for way, way too long. Way, way too long. Enough of the sleep. You know, Donald Trump had a slogan to say, "Stop that steal," in his 2020 general election. Let our logo or ours be, "Stop that sleep." Stop that sleep. Stop that sleep, Jamaica. We're not benefiting from the sleep that we're in. That's why everybody are run come buy up Lana Jamaica. Everybody has set up shop at Jamaica, and the whole way run left Jamaica. It's all by design, but we can make a change. If we decide and care enough, we really can make a change. But you're not going to make a change if you're not engaged. All right? So, every time I want to know that politics is a game, just remember Donald Trump. Elon Musk will get something to do with the whole technology and AI world and some form of that. I think that's where I'm going to put AI. I know the Kennedy is going to health. I don't know if he's gonna bring in people like Tulsi Gabbard and others into his administration, but I kind of trust Kennedy at health as well, because Kennedy is one of the anti-vaxxers. He is one of the anti-fascists and all these cruel research that they're doing to step up the game on their chemical and biological warfare against us. I think Kennedy, with his stance against those people, as well as Trump's stance against Fauci during the lockdown period, I think we might have a pushback on these deep state people. Their agenda might be delayed for another 4 years, just like Donald Trump delayed their war agenda with Ukraine for another 4 years, because Hillary should have won and fight that war. Donald Trump stopped that. No sooner Biden come in, war start. Donald Trump is not a friend of the whole NATO galangin. So, I don't know if you remember, somebody used to dep on this platform regularly called Andrew Mack. This was why Andrew Mack throw me under the bus, because him think me mad when me talk the way me talk about Donald Trump. But the world will see when the world is awakened. Every US president is racist, Ross Edward. Even the twice a slave Barack Obama was racist as well, because he had to drive the racist American policy. No, man, Trump will work with Kennedy, you. I don't think a lot of people see it, you know. Trump is toned down a lot, especially after the shooting. Him toned down a lot. Now, what you all need to understand about Trump, Trump is a showman. He is a showman. Whenever time you see Trump, Trump is on the stage. The person you are when you are on a stage, it's not necessarily the person you are in real life. Trump is a showman. He's one of the best at it. One thing America has, speak loudly and do. America doesn't seem to like women at all. Or America is not under the mindset that we should be ruled by women, or highest office should be given to a woman. If it was Michelle Obama, would Michelle Obama take it from Donald Trump? Hillary the veteran couldn't. Kamala, even though donors pump millions into her campaign, she lost the popular vote. She lost the electoral college vote. Donald Trump can weaponize his celebrity status. Trust me. Donald Trump can weaponize the media. And one thing he knows above these trained politicians is to how to speak realistically. This is the problem with Donald Trump and why he's not liked by a lot of people. Because he speaks off the cuff, he speaks realistically, and he doesn't speak as how the mainstream media would want president or those in those political office to speak. Run one less. Donald Trump is racist, he's lie, he's mad, he's misogynist. All those things are true. But just like anybody else, Donald Trump have multiple personality and multiple behaviors as well. Thanks, Yard Night. He cannot be scripted. Donald Trump is not a trained politician like those who come up through the politics like Obama and Kamala and the Clinton them, which those people are trained by the deep state. Donald Trump is a businessman. Business people are ruthless. Them don't have time for the, you know how Barack Obama picks and mixing word them when he might talk to you. You know them people, they are lied from get-go. Anytime you see people are woman arm and I choose them word carefully when them talk to you, I'm afraid like post Fabian Anderson. And them people them afraid of. You know what threw Kamala under the bus? The woman is a damn liar. The woman is a liar. That's what threw her under the bus. As well as the garbage stunt. How Donald Trump turned back around that garbage stunt on them. Last time they call us deplorable. Now they call us garbage. Oh, this is way worse. Donald Trump knows how to play the show. He's a great showman. You can't take that away from him. What you cannot take away either, that the Democrats revive Donald Trump by carrying out a political trial against their political opponent. It's no other way. What Donald Trump was taken to court for, this hush money nonsense, crime before, even if it was a crime, this was way before Donald Trump came to office. Crime that Bill Clinton committed in office, Bill Clinton wasn't tried for. Crime that Biden and Obama committed in office, tax regulation and all of that, Biden will not get tried for. What they did to Donald Trump, if China had done that to a political opponent, if Putin, if the Ayatollah had done that to a political opponent, it would never stop here. America would run around the world, ring the bell. America would take arguments to the UN. America will take resolution to the UN Council. America will even threat to drop bomb on you because you're not democratic enough. But we witnessed that America did the same undemocratic practice that you blame Putin and Xi Jinping for. And Uno never expect it to backfire upon Uno. And Uno revived Donald Trump. You all gave Donald Trump a second term. But let me ask the Republicans something. Donald Trump cannot go another 4 years after this 4 year period end in 2028. We're not going to find somebody else because see, even the pies and chalice Donald Trump came and kicked the whole honor off of the scene. So the Republican, them going to have to grow somebody for now to make sure somebody that if replace Donald Trump. But the or you say JD Vance is in line. Possibly, Kamala, you were not going to win. And let me tell you why. The Democrats, the deep state Democrats, will sit down for years and play on the black vote, the migrant vote. The people are waking up, Democrat Party. Remember, say the Jim Crow laws are under the Democrats implement a lot of those Jim Crow want to turn around and use against Donald Trump and the Republican. Uno strengthen back Donald Trump. Donald Trump could have gone off into the sunshine. He could have gone off into the sunshine, but you all brought him back with the corruption. Democratic corruption has brought back Donald Trump and brought him back stronger. And gonna lose the Senate. Gonna have a possibility of losing the House of Representatives as well. Remember, Donald Trump did line the Supreme Court of conservative judges before him leave. This is how him get the abortion law overturned. It's time for America to take them nose out of other countries' business and mind them own business. And don't come up with another Russian scandal because it never worked the other time. We all realize it was a lie now. We realize that the Ukraine scandal and the China scandal should have been Hunter Biden, not Donald Trump. Democratic corruption and deep state corruption is what caused you this result this morning. And what you, America, have shown. You're nowhere ready to be ruled by a woman. Because if the lying, misogynistic, pussy-grabbing Donald Trump can outweigh Hillary as a veteran, Kamala wanna go pick up. You, Democrat, violate everything about the democratic process. Kamala was not elected. Kamala was selected. Donald Trump was elected by the Republicans. Him campaign against the rest of Republican and all him space. Kamala was handed it on a plate. Hugely unconstitutional because she was never contested across state lines to see if the people of America would have gone with her. You handed it on a plate there. You were given multi-millions in donation, but you lied your way out of it. You lied your way out of it, Kamala Harris. And this is a lesson to the Democrats. We're all awoken to the lies. We're all awoken to the optics of immigrants and color. We're all awoken to it. One cannot continue to fool the people all the time. I don't think President Trump is going to do worse than he did in the 4 years that he has already done. Since President Trump, President Biden came in and President Biden killed more babies. We have lost count of babies that President Biden and Vice President Harris has authorized bombs to drop on. You cannot say that of the 4 years of President Trump. It is time to dismantle some of the lies. And that's why I'm afraid of Trump. Because with Trump, a lot of the lies get exposed. It was Trump that exposed the fake media to the world. Trump brand them as fake media. And it stick because it awakened a lot of people to it. And that fake media, when they realized that lying, cackling Kamala Harris wasn't going to win this morning, they all walked off in silence, and most of them ignored Donald Trump, acting like it's not a nice edge presidential election. Thank you for being here with us this morning on the Global Television Group. It's international affairs. We have to deal with international affairs as well. The policy, the foreign policy of the United States dictate to other countries around the world. I would prefer a protectionist like President Trump, who puts America first and cares about America more than he does about the rest of the world. Therefore, doesn't go around the world dropping bombs on other countries and leaders to control them. I am 100% certain, though, if the deep state Kamala Harris was elected, we would have a ton load of bombs chucking left, right, and center like the twice a slave Barack Obama did. Thank you, and good morning, good afternoon from the Global Television Group.
We don't feel comfortable sitting in Parliament with a Minister of Government who has openly accepted responsibility, who expresses no regret for the act, where a Commission of Parliament has confirmed that the act is corrupt and has referred it for prosecution, and that Minister shows no sign of wanting to resign, or the Prime Minister showing no signs of moving to dismiss the minister.
With all the sympathy that one can have for support, this is embarrassing, not only to the government as a party, not only the PNP, but to the government, to Jamaica, to all of us. Our heads bow this morning with this sort of reaction to it.
So we have to take firm actions in this regard. It is a dark day for Jamaica, where the Prime Minister is unwilling or afraid to act against a minister in which the public has lost total confidence and in which the institutions of the society are all agree that this person does not enjoy their trust or faith and has breached the confidence that the people have placed in them. I believe that this has the potential, if it continues, to bring down the entire government.